IDs in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out after the fact.
BMF Immortal, and it's cool. Like sometimes we switch perspectives, so it's from a law enforcement perspective.
Oh wow!
Instead of it being from the the actual hustler side, or the aspirational side, just
you know what I mean? That's right. You know, I never done that, man. I don't even know where they come up with that, man. And then the guy's a rat, man. He's been working for the feds for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? Cooperate. So you can look at my paperwork, man. My paperwork. If I was ratting it to be on CNN, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
They ain't telling nobody. Because if you're telling, you can't even look forward to going home.
Okay, so 50 Cent blasted Lil Meech and posted video footage and evidence of him allegedly snitching on his security. The security, who ended up taking the fall for everything, said that he was asleep when Lil Meech threw everything.
The BMF legacy just took a wild nosedive. Word is, Big Meech has officially cut ties with his own son, Lil Meech, after a jaw-dropping $10 million scandal came to light. Sources close to the family say Big Meech got wind of it while locked up through a leaked prison call where he allegedly found out that funds meant for legit business moves and community outreach were either misused or straight up stolen by Lil Meech and his crew.
It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal.
Not legal what?
To have a...
On the call, Big Meech reportedly said he betrayed the family. BMF don't stand for that. We are done. That line alone set social media on fire. Fans were stunned, watching what looked like an unbreakable father-son bond go up in smoke. And guess who jumped in fast? 50 Cent.
Yeah, man.
Hey, super shocking money, man.
Yeah.
What y'all found about him? What y'all found?
The same guy who brought the BMF story to TV screens everywhere didn't hold back. On Instagram, he blasted, "I should have known better. I put you on, and this is how you treat your father's legacy? Disgusting." Boom. Now insiders are saying 50 had already been drifting away from Lil Meech over behind-the-scenes drama and messy contract talks. But this right here, that was the final straw. So far, Lil Meech hasn't said a word publicly, but his team is pushing back hard, claiming the story's being twisted. Still, the craziest part?
It's not legal.
Huh?
It's not legal.
What is it?
It's not legal.
Not legal what?
To have a firearm.
I'm talking about this.
Huh? Talking about the other guy? Yeah.
That's illegal.
Big Meech allegedly sent 50 a direct, heated warning. Stop talking on his son's name, or face the consequences. Right after that $10 million scandal shook the BMF world, 50 Cent came through with another bombshell. This time dropping a wild and controversial video that allegedly shows Lil Meech flipping on an old friend during a traffic stop. The drama is insane, and behind the scenes, it's getting tense. The friend, now going by the name 3 Luck, is claiming he ended up in jail because Lil Meech straight up set him up. According to him, Meech let him take the fall while he walked away untouched. And let's not act like this came out of nowhere. 50's been throwing shots at both Meech and his son for a minute now. But now, it looks like Big Meech might be getting fed up and ready to return fire. Word on the street is, if 50 keeps pushing it, this feud could explode fast. So let's rewind to where it all kicked off. The body cam footage that 50 just leaked. In the clip, Lil Meech and his homie get pulled over by the cops. During the stop, the friend gets cuffed.
I swear to God, sir.
I know, but
Sir,
unfortunately,
sir,
there's certain procedures we have to follow
Okay,
anytime something comes in that's prohibited, correct?
Right. So listen,
You
sir.
understand that, correct?
Please
Do you have your ID on you?
Sir, my ID's in my bag.
In the bag?
Yes, I'm a minor, sir. I have security guards. They left that in my bag, sir. I did not pack my bag.
Well, we can get that all straightened out
Please, let's
after
do it.
the fact,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
But until then, I have to put you in handcuffs until we figure this out.
Okay.
Okay, you understand that?
Can I call my mom or somebody?
We'll do that after.
Okay.
All right, just turn around for me. Be cooperative. Everything's on video and audio surveillance. Plus, I'm on body cam. You understand that?
But what really got people talking was what Lil Meech said next. While sitting in the back of the squad car after cops already found a gun, Meech looks up and asks, Did you discover the other stuff? That one question made the officers restart their search. And that's when all hell broke loose. Now here's where it gets even crazier. The same friend who felt betrayed didn't stay quiet. He went off on Instagram, posting throwback pics of him and Meech kicking it, proving they weren't just some casual acquaintances. He even dropped clips from the same body cam footage 50 posted. No filters, no sugarcoating, just straight up calling Lil Meech out for turning his back when it mattered most. According to 3 Luck, Lil Meech didn't just freeze up. He flat out snitched during that traffic stop, and it landed 3 with major charges, including gun possession and drug offenses. And when 3 hit Instagram, he didn't hold back at all. His caption was raw and straight up savage. He wrote, "Reason I gotta go do Fed time. See this thing? I hate fake dudes like Lil Meech. My trial of life's supposed to be real, but the message was cut off, but the vibe, pure fury." Then he took it a step further, throwing shots at Big Meech himself. He said Big Meech raised a lame, claiming the BMF legacy don't mean what it used to. According to 3, he was literally asleep in the car when all this went down, and Lil Meech still let him take the full hit. He's calling it a setup from the jump. And get this, 3 says 50 Cent is standing with him, backing his side of the story for exposing everything. One line in that post really got people talking. He admitted he was sorry and was going to pay me back. That part right there had fans screaming that there's way more dirt underneath all this than anyone saw coming. 3 didn't stop there either. He called out Lil Meech again, asking why he told the cops to go check for more weapons if he wasn't trying to throw somebody under the bus.
Lil Meech didn't just betray 50 Cent, he allegedly ran off with $10 million. Yes, you heard that right, $10 million. And get this, he did it while cozying up with 50's biggest rival in the game, Rick Ross. After everything 50 did for this man, from paying for acting school to covering rehab bills, he got hit with a betrayal so cold it could freeze hell over. And now, messages are leaking, alliances are shifting, and 50, oh, he's not taking this lightly. He's loading up the receipts, and he might just clap back the hardest way he knows how. But let's rewind for a second, because before things went left, it was 50 who handed Lil Meech the keys to the kingdom. When 50 Cent personally chose Demetrius Lil Meech Flannery Jr. to play his own father, the legendary Big Meech, in the Starz hit show BMF, this wasn't just casting, it was a life-changing gift.
That ain't what a real one does, he wrote, and to end it off, 3 made it clear. The only reason he ever rocked with Lil Meech was cause he thought he was cut from the same cloth as his pops. But clearly, that wasn't the case. After holding it down for 20 years, 3 Luck says he's done, betrayed from every angle, even by someone he once called family. He aired it all out online, snapping, "How you still rocking with the same dude that put me in a messed up position?" That one line cut deep, and he didn't stop there. He broke down exactly how much this betrayal cost him. We're talking major bread, spent on multiple lawyers, 3 separate bonds, all just to deal with the mess Lil Meech allegedly left him in. Meanwhile, according to 3, Meech was out here getting media training and legal coaching, all to keep his image clean, while allegedly being deep into pills behind the scenes. 3. Luck said the real toll wasn't just the money. It was losing time with his kid, watching his business crumble, and knowing that it all started the second Lil Meech decided to cooperate instead of standing tall like a real one. Then came the most savage shot of all. He brought up Big Meech's legendary motto, "Death before dishonor." But 3 shut it down, writing, "That's just words now, just like saying, 'I love you.'" That line hit social media like a punch to the gut. No response yet from Lil Meech, but, of course, 50 Cent wasn't gonna stay quiet. First, 50 posted a screenshot from Michael Rainey Jr.'s Instagram, "The Star of Power." In the caption, 50 shaded Lil Meech hard. "I'm proud of you, Michael. I looked at your page, LOL. See what happens when you don't use drugs and blow all your cash on chrome heart jeans?" But he wasn't finished. Just a few hours later, 50 doubled down, reposting that same body cam footage of Lil Meech allegedly flipping on his friend, this time with cold-blooded screenshots from 3 Luck's original post plastered right over it. This drama just keeps getting messier by the minute. 50 Cent went straight for the neck with this one. His caption hit hard. "How you gonna throw your strap and drugs on your man's lap while he sleep?" Like, Here, this yours, LOL. That was savage. But just when folks thought 50 might chill out, he doubled back with even more smoke. He dropped a pic from a BMF live event and threw another sarcastic jab at Lil Meech, this time bringing up that airport incident that had everybody talking. Yup, 50 reminded the world how Meech once panicked at the TSA checkpoint when he got caught with a strap in his luggage. The trolling was brutal, and it's clear 50's not backing off anytime soon. So here's the tea. TSA found an unloaded firearm in Meech's bag, no license, no explanation, and nothing adding up. But then it got weird, real weird. Meech allegedly tried to claim he wasn't legally an adult at 23 years old. That had folks looking around like, huh? Then came the icing on the cringe cake. He tried to pull the old "do you know who I am?" move at the security checkpoint. Apparently, he dropped his name like it was supposed to unlock a cheat code or something. But instead of walking free, it just made things worse. And now, with this body cam footage showing Lil Meech allegedly flipping on his own homie, 50 Cent's Instagram has basically turned into a non-stop roast session.
Y'all, this ain't just drama. This is straight up Hollywood betrayal meets hood legend heartbreak. Imagine giving someone the keys to the kingdom, putting them in position to win, feeding their family, even paying for rehab, only for them to turn around, snatch the bag, and ride off into the sunset with your biggest enemy. That's exactly what Lil Meech just did to 50 Cent. Not only did he allegedly steal $10 million, but he linked up with Rick Ross, the one man who's been gunning for 50 for years, to make it happen. And baby, the betrayal? It's colder than New York in January. Private texts are leaking. 50's going nuclear. And Big Meech? He's out here acting like 50 never existed. Oh, you thought this was just another industry beef? Nah, this is personal. This is war. Let's break it all down.
He's spinning this whole mess into viral gold. And with every new post, things just keep getting messier. This ain't just about one case. It's about image, loyalty, and how fast clout can crumble when the cameras catch the real story. Every single post from 50 came with more heat, more shots, more slick captions, and more receipts. The man wasn't letting up, but this time, the drama didn't just stay on Instagram. Big Meech himself finally stepped in. Word on the street is Big Meech hit 50 with a serious warning, telling him to fall back and stop dragging his son's name through the mud. Things got even spicier when 50 started throwing shots not just at Lil Meech, but also at Big Meech's parenting. That's when the tension hit a whole new level. Next thing you know, Big Meech drops a series of photos standing tall with his son, side by side, locked in. And the caption, "Nothing can stop us, we all the way up." That message was loud and clear. He's not folding, but here's the thing. Behind the scenes, Meech might have made some moves off the grid. Sources say he tapped in with one of 50's longtime industry allies, sending a warning without having to spell it out. Whatever was said in that private convo hasn't leaked yet, but insiders say the tone was ice cold. The word floating around, Big Meech is still playing chess, not checkers. And he ain't just sitting back watching from his cell. Allegedly, the warning was clear. Tell him to stop playing with my son or else. Now, Big Meech has always kept it solid and low-key, but this sudden shift, everybody felt it. The pressure is on, and folks inside the game are starting to get nervous. Some producers tied to the BMF series reportedly started distancing themselves, quietly stepping away, trying not to get caught in real-life beef landing on a TV set. But don't get it twisted. This beef didn't just pop up overnight. The smoke between 50 and the Meech family, it runs deep, way deeper than a couple of viral posts. This whole mess really kicked off earlier this year when Big Meech linked up with Rick Ross, and that right there sent 50 Cent into a full-blown meltdown. He didn't hold anything back. Straight up accused Big Meech of being a snitch and claimed he played the system to get his sentence reduced using the First Step Act. To add fuel, 50 even posted what looked like court documents, suggesting Meech flipped with help from longtime associate Tammy Cowens. But here's where it gets shady. Those documents, they didn't actually prove what 50 was pushing. The truth? Big Meech served 27 out of a 30-year bid, and his time got cut due to new sentencing rules. Not because he ratted. No names were given, no deals made. That's just the paperwork. And Meech, he didn't stay silent. He finally addressed the snitch talk head on in a rare jailhouse interview. he shut it down. Said if he ever cooperated, it would have been exposed long ago. The streets and the system would have aired that out already, he said, point blank. Now this snitching drama got fans split down the middle. Some ride with 50, eating up every post and repost, while others are riding hard for Big Meech, saying the proof just ain't there. And the more both sides refuse to back down, the hotter it's getting. But here's the twist. This ain't even about the BMF series anymore. It's about legacy, real loyalty, and who's actually telling the truth. Industry insiders are chiming in too. Some are saying 50 crossed the line for calling out a man who did nearly 30 years without folding. But others, they're saying Big Meech teaming up with Rick Ross, one of 50's biggest enemies, was the real betrayal. And with both camps standing their ground, it's not just a feud anymore. It's a full-blown war over respect, history, and reputation. Let's not forget, 50 Cent gave Lil Meech the biggest break of his life. He handpicked him to star in BMF, launching his whole acting career from the ground up. But now, 50's saying things started falling apart the moment Rick Ross entered the picture. And according to him, this beef wasn't just about loyalty, it got personal real quick. 50 claims Big Meech started acting real different once he saw how close his son and 50 had gotten. On Instagram, 50 even said it straight. Envy destroyed everything. He broke down how the bond between him and Lil Meech got so tight it made Big Meech uncomfortable. Like the kid was rocking more with 50 than with his own pops. And in 50's eyes, that jealousy pushed Big Meech to do something wild. Cut off his son's money out of spite. Then 50 took it a step further, painting Big Meech as the bad influence. He said Big Meech encouraged his son to spend crazy and play with some risky habits, while 50 stepped in like a real father figure, trying to steer Lil Meech in the right direction. But here's where it gets really wild. 50 exposed something nobody saw coming. He claimed that during filming, Lil Meech had a full-on breakdown from drug use. And it got so serious that 50 had to step in personally and get him help, not just with words. He says he made sure Lil Meech got into rehab and started fixing things for real. In one post, 50 laid it all out. I thought about it. I think he was uncomfortable with me and Meech's relationship. I'm telling Meech don't do drugs. He telling him he used to do X, like it's cool. That line said everything. 50 felt like he was the only one trying to save Lil Meech, while his own father, the legendary Big Meech, was leading him the wrong way. 50 straight up said it himself. I tell Meech, chill, stop blowing all your cash. But Meech, he kept bragging about how much money he'd already burned. What most people didn't know until now is that 50 actually sent Lil Meech to rehab. That's not rumor, that's straight from the source. And whether this is about control, respect, or influence, one thing's clear. This situation runs way deeper than any Instagram post can explain. This ain't just a beef anymore. It's a full-blown power struggle. And now even the streets are jumping in. Folks are split down the middle. Some are riding for Big Meech, saying 50's out of pocket for blasting personal family business all over the net. But others, they're standing with 50, saying he did what a real one should do. Help a young man who was spiraling, even if it meant stepping on some toes. Now the big debate lighting up comment sections is all about loyalty versus leverage. Was 50 really looking out like a big bro, or was he pulling strings behind the scenes to keep control over Lil Meech's every move? Some insiders claim 50's help came with conditions. Nothing was ever free. And once Lil Meech stopped playing by the rules, the pressure kicked in heavy. They say it wasn't about guidance. It was about ownership. But let's keep it real. Lil Meech came up in the shadow of a street legend. A lot of folks believe he needed structure, and 50 gave him that lane. He gave him a legit platform, real money, and credibility that could have taken years to earn on his own. Still, things got messy the moment Lil Meech linked up with Rick Ross. That move changed everything for 50. From that point on, it wasn't just about family, friendship, or business, it was personal. That move wasn't just business, it hit deep. That's when 50 Cent flipped the switch and started dropping all the clips, captions, and cold accusations. Meanwhile, Big Meech, who used to stay completely quiet, suddenly found his voice, and now fans are starting to wonder, why now? Some folks believe Big Meech stayed silent as long as 50 was cutting checks and keeping the BMF name alive. But once that partnership started crumbling, that's when the concerned dad mode kicked in. According to one anonymous insider, it was all love until the power shifted. Then it turned into chess. That line alone explains everything. And the craziest part, Lil Meech still hasn't said a single word. No Instagram live, no interview, no statement, just silence. And in this game, silence says everything. While Big Meech and 50 keep spinning their own versions of the truth, fans are out here playing detective, digging through old footage and trying to figure out who's really real. At this point, it's not just about a family feud. It's about reputation, power, and legacy. Everyone's waiting to see who folds, who claps back, and who makes the next chess move. But here's where it gets even more bizarre. Behind the scenes of BMF, things weren't nearly as calm as they looked. Word is, Russell Horn was so stressed during filming that his blood pressure spiked, and he ended up throwing up during a weapons test. That's when Ian pulled someone aside and quietly dropped a bomb. He found whippets in Horn's truck. When someone asked what that even meant, Ian just pointed, a stash of BB guns and empty whipped cream canisters. Yeah, it's getting weirder by the second. That same wild energy was floating heavy on the BMF setback when Lil Meech landed the role that changed everything. He used to tell everybody how lost he was until 50 Cent came through. He always gave 50 props for pulling him out the streets, throwing him into acting school, and giving him real direction. There's still old clips where he's all love and respect for 50, calling him a mentor and a lifesaver. But now, that blessing might have turned into a straight-up missed opportunity. Allegedly, Lil Meech blew through $5 million in just 3 years. Gone, all on ice, luxury whips, and head-to-toe designer fits. Not a single smart flip, no business plays, just flex after flex. To a lot of folks watching, it looked like he wasted the very lifeline that took him from the sidelines to the spotlight. Let's not forget, 50 put his name on the line for this dude. He funded Meech's training, opened doors that would have stayed locked, and gave him a platform most dream about. So when everything spiraled, people said 50 had every right to be mad. But now it's getting tricky because of those snitching allegations. People close to Lil Meech are pushing back hard, saying 50's being hypocritical, that he only throws the rat label at people who fall out of favor with him, and that if the roles were reversed, he'd keep it quiet just to protect his image. So now we're left with one real question. Did 50 Cent go too far by accusing Big Meech of snitching just because he linked up with Rick Ross and had the nerve to push back? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real talk, real drama, and the stories that shake the culture.